Right. Authentic.
That's how you get real and honest views and opinions.
Yep.
There's so many languages I want to learn.
I was just like, I wish I would have paid attention in elementary school because I took French.
In elementary?
Oh God, well, I'm from Atlanta.
Touche. South Carolina's behind in a whole lot of things.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, my niece and nephew, they go to a charter school, they take Mandarin.
Yeah, same. I have a cousin
We have
that's
British
taking-
Canadian over at Palmer.
British Canadian?
Yeah, because they have their own language too.
Yep.
It's so many languages.
It is, man. I want to learn so many of them. The
I have
most
a
I know
friend-
is a little bit of Spanish and then patois. That's it.
No. You said you was fluent in Spanish.
Conversational at best. I say that.
But you said
Conversational
good.
at best, and then flirtation when I need it.
I have a friend that's from Germany. He said that his hardest language to learn was English.
Really?
English?
Why?
That was his hardest language to learn.
How about German?
He's from Germany.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I think German is quite difficult.
Right.
Okay, so.
ready?
Oh, my fault. Never mind.
What you about to say?
I was about
Before
to
we
ask
start.
y'all a question about that.
What?
Like, how was it? Like, how's the process of learning?
You was about to ask them?
Yeah.
What's the process
what
of
is
learning
ours again?
English?
Yeah.
Is that like mandatory in school in France? Is
You
it?
have to learn English.
What schools?
Mandatory, no, but everybody learns English in France.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't make nobody learn this stupid language.
Our language is
don't
not
make
bro.
sense.
It's
Okay,
nothing sexy or cute
don't
about
make
our
sense.
American language.
I
Now,
don't-
French,
hold
if
on,
I
hold
hear
on.
French,
I
I'm
don't
like,
understand.
okay now.
In France, it's always English as first language at school, and then Spanish. But everyone has to speak English.
And German.
But it's not
So that's
German is like for the very good pupils,
Uh,
and English is for.
everyone else.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, cool. That's what's up.
I've always wondered that, like, why do other countries think that our accent is like, something fascinating or attractive? No, it's not. Y'all's is like
We have so many though, like
Honestly,
accents. It's
And you
just
don't learn French at school at all.
Yeah,
No,
it's
we
an
do.
option.
I did.
It's an
That's
option.
an option.
I did in elementary school. I did.
I technically cheated
Yeah.
with mine. I took Spanish, so
That's
So
a Spanish
what
too.
Then when I
can
went
you
to-
say in French?
Girl, bonjour, au revoir. That's about it.
y'all
That's
know way
about
more
it.
than I do. Like
And I
said,
know how to
look,
write my 7 in French with the little line. Yes, it's so cute. I still write it like that.
My French goes as far as Emily in Paris.
Ah, I love it.
Huge fan.
Don't
Really?
exaggerate.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Before we start,
Yes,
is it possible to switch off these things? Or the heater?
it's a heater. Yeah, it's gonna
Oh,
get
it's 'cause
real
of the
cold up
sound.
in this thing. I know it's picking up on the eyes too, huh?
Well,
This device takes it out.
Oh,
Ouais, dans les versions, comme j'entends
What are you doing?
You ain't never seen that stupid dance with the girl with the green shoes?
I don't know, maybe. I see a lot of stupid dances every day.
When they interviews go, turn it off
yeah.
Let's next.
Okay, cool.
Are you ready to start?
All right, y'all ready?
We have just let you talk and then to listen.
Okay. Harry, you recording? Oh Lord.
Oh, my
He
fault.
always does that.
You ain't never seen this video before?
Let me
Or this
see.
trend?
No.
Oh yeah, I seen it.
Oh,
All right, ready?
Hey, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, she
whoa,
killed it.
whoa.
All of them are. I
There's
think
so
one of them
many-
was hers. One of their birthdays or something like that.
Yeah, it was her.
All
Right, turn it on.
right. Why do we both do that though?
Right, like
Okay. Yo. Okay. Yo. Welcome to the For the Family Podcast. I am the Ruby Lynn.
hi, I'm Kingston.
And I'm Amina.
And again, we are the For Family Podcast. Shout out to our girl Casanova. She couldn't make it this week, but we still love you, girlie.
We miss you.
Dang, that's kind of crazy because she was supposed to help me with this week's topic too.
Exactly.
Dang, why you had to bail on me last minute too? No, I'm kidding.
Mommy duties
Listen,
come first.
we love the moms. We
Yes.
respect y'all and appreciate
Shout out to
y'all
Lonnie
dearly.
Pooh.
Yeah. Big Lonnie Pooh.
All
This
right.
episode is dedicated for you then.
You're right.
She don't know nothing about no balls.
All right, I'm kidding.
All right, so we're going to pop this thing off. This week, the topic is politics and how they affect black families.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Go
god,
ahead.
I was not prepared for that
It's
part.
okay, go ahead. King gonna start it off for us.
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. Listen,
You had a lot
bro.
to say in the group chat.
I definitely did, but y'all just kind of sprung that part on me. But
Well, you
all
can
right,
talk
so
about
I
the
will-
politics and then we can tie in the black families.
Yeah. All right. So, of course, as y'all know, this year is definitely wrapping us into election year. And a lot of the people, they are concerned about their votes just because, in my opinion, these last couple elections have kind of seemed like more jokes and social media fronts than it actually was about normal hardcore politics.
Right.
What are y'all opinions on that? Listen, this is political. I'm going to get serious with it now.
Oh, I
So,
know you are.
Listen,
Um,
King for President 2034.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
But I
Never
do think, what am I trying to say? I think it's a good thing that we do have social media dealing with like elections and politics because a lot of people would know nothing without. No, seriously. Now these days,
I'm one of them people.
and you still on, social media.
See, and you're not wrong, but my thing is just because of how social media is, and especially like with the platforms that we see now, it's not going to be really like, what you really need to see is going to be based off of other people's views. So, for example, the For You page on TikTok, it's going to be based off of your views and the things that you're interested in.
Right.
So, for example, if you want to chalk it up to politics, if I'm sitting here liking a bunch of things that are Republican content, but yet I'm not, really interacting with anything that's Democratic, then I'm not only going to see Republic side. I'm never going to see anything Democratic. Even if I said I wanted to stay neutral in this election, that's all I'm seeing. So, okay, cool. I'm not seeing enough of Democrats. That means, this must be the party that's actually giving me the fighting chance or what I want to hear or what I must vote for, things like that. Social media has an influence on it. That's why they have things called influencers. They're going to influence you to try to do things in your life to try to appear that you're doing in their life. If
Right.
they say, for example, if you get one of these big, like, stupid TikTok stars like that got famous from out of nowhere, have them start talking about politics, you got other people that's going to follow their views and not really do research into these other parties.
So I feel what you're saying because literally on my TikTok, I see nothing about politics. It's all dancing music or funny stuff or monologues and stuff like that. But what I will say, aside from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and
Stay
Twitter,
on it.
oh, they on it. Like literally. The Donald Trump and Joe Biden literally have Twitter accounts and they tweet like
I thought
They're
Trump's
one of
Twitter
us.
account was banned.
No, he got that back, I thought.
Trump.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
banned.
well, I think it is because him and Elon don't mess with each other. I think. If
See,
I
but
got
that's
my
my
facts correct.
problem. Why is Donald Trump, like, don't get me wrong.
Is a prick.
Like, I've said this in so many different conversations. As a president, I didn't necessarily get along with all of his views and everything like that, and I didn't really care for how he ran the
We're
country.
talking about Trump, right?
But yes.
Okay.
But as a businessman, Trump was definitely a great role model
Because
that
that's
you
what
want
he
to follow.
is.
But
He
you
was a
can't
businessman,
run a
but-
country like a business.
Yeah, that was the problem. And
Yeah.
my thing was, one thing that I didn't really agree with that he was doing as a president was the social media thing. Bro, why
Yeah.
are you sitting here beefing with people on social media like this is like, like you're just some teenage girl or like
Like you're
some
Nicki or
run of the
Megan.
mill like hood rat? Bro, like, come on. Y'all had
Right.
we definitely need to talk about that after we jump off the politics stuff because I need to get into some of that. I
What?
need to know what y'all know
The
about
Nicki
this.
The Nicki and Megan.
Yes,
Oh
'cause
yeah,
I
that's tea
missed a
time. That's tea
lot.
time. Let's get back. Let's get back.
All right, but
Could you maybe talk between you, the three of us,
Mhm.
about the match between Joe Biden and Trump, who are very old?
Both.
That's very interesting for us to understand and know what you feel about because they are really old,
Old as
both
hell.
of them, and they are the two options you have now.
Right.
But it's not like a question; it's just that maybe you can discuss that, and I can play it, like
yeah.
in exchanges,
Mhm.
and then after question. But it's really interesting for us.
I got
Okay.
you. So, with that being said, my opinion personally on, them being old, and it's not even just them, this is just any politician in general. The reason that the world is still so at chaos is because we don't have enough young people that's trying to get into politics or allowed to get into politics. You got these people that are almost kicking the bucket. Hate to say it, y'all are almost dead. Y'all are literally running a country from a coffin. You can't do that.
Sleepy Joe.
That's what I'm saying. Like in my opinion, that's kind of embarrassing. I don't know if y'all if y'all heard about the whole jokes that we made about our president apparently, but one of his what is it, nicknames, Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
He's falling asleep at his thing. Bro, what we have. Our country is kind of funny.
I was just going to say, I don't know another country that picks at their leader like that. Like,
right.
We always find some way to joke at them. But they give us every reason to joke on them. Because, why are you 89 and you're the president? I don't
America
get
picks
it.
on every leader.
And then where's Miss Harris? What are you doing? Why are you here? Why are you the vice president? We only have you as a vice president because you're black.
So listen,
you're a black woman.
conspiracy
Clearly.
theory, conspiracy theory.
Clearly.
That when the election was going on, everybody was literally saying that the only reason that Joe Biden was actually a thing and Kamala Harris was behind him was because they thought that this was the way that they were going to get a female president in office. Because they thought he was going
to die?
Yeah. Everyone thought Joe was literally a couple weeks away from dying. Because especially when he's just
he was sick too, though.
Looking dead inside of when he's supposed to be doing on his press tours and everything like that. Bro.
And Trump don't think that he's old. You can tell he still has a young mindset, some kind of a young grimy mindset, if you get what I'm saying.
I mean,
because he really doesn't act like an old person.
He doesn't. I hate to say it, but considering how old he actually is, the man is still doing. I think Trump is 60, almost 70 something years old. I think he's in his 70s. Dude is the same age.
How old was Obama when he was in office? 40
something.
40 something years old.
That's the youngest we done had, huh?
Mm-mm.
No,
I think wasn't Jimmy Carter the youngest?
Child, don't ask me. Don't ask me.
I think Jimmy Carter was the young in office.
The only president I paid attention to was Obama, and then he still didn't do nothing. So,
listen, one of my favorite quotes is from
Trump is
Dan
77.
Clinton.
Really?
77.
Maybe because he tans himself so much and stuff, you just would never know.
I still wouldn't believe that he's.
I don't understand. I don't understand how they're letting somebody like Trump even run for president. Even with what's the man? He was an actor and he became president.
Ooh, became president? Or you talking about
yeah, he
politician?
became president.
President of where?
The United States. Reagan.
Oh.
He was an actor. Yes, he was famous for acting before he became a president. So I'm trying to figure out what politics did you know about or anything dealing with the government.
Think about it. Arnold Schwarzenegger is actually a politician.
I don't understand that either.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's the governor of Cali, or no? He was the governor of Cali.
I'm sorry, his name just tripped me up.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, who?
Yeah,
nigga. The fuck? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But no, it is crazy because that's, in my opinion, that should have definitely been something that showed the world it doesn't matter what you did before. It's not too late for you to be able to get into politics. I'm not going to be that guy to try to push politics on anybody. I'm not saying that this is what you have to do, but if we want things to get better, we have to make sure that we are letting ourselves be heard, especially when, that was kind of how democracy became into play when it came down to Republican versus Democrat.
Yeah.
But
we need to make sure that our voices are heard as well.
About the parties. Back in the day, did you guys know that the Republicans used to be for us?
Yeah,
and the Democrats were against us. And now it's so-called switch, which I don't think it's switch. I think they're on the same team, and it's just
different opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think it was
literally because at the end of the day, black folks still don't get nothing out of the thing, out of the deal. We are still fucked at the end of the day.
I don't know if it's just because of how I live my life, but maybe it's just because I don't do too much that deals with enough of the government to where I see any difference based off of whoever my president is.
Right.
But that's just me. But that's just because of how I live my life and the tunnel vision that I have with my own life.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, I dabble into the politics views and everything like that just for fun and shits and giggles. But when it comes down to oh, will this president mean that this is going to affect my life for real?
But I think in America, they kind of push it to where politics really isn't a big thing or something that we need to be worrying about, if you get what I'm saying. Oh, that's not y'all deal. We got this.
Yeah.
Y'all
Just
go
vote
worry
for
about
this
the entertainment stuff. You worry about the music and the basketball and all that stuff. We got the politics, and that's why you don't see so many. You don't see a lot of black people in office at all. Congress, Senate, state,
You
whatever.
do. It's just that they're not necessarily more of the public faces unless it's like, in your state or
and
in your
most
county
of
or like,
them
things like
aren't
that.
Democrats, though.
Damn. You know what? You are right.
I am. I know. Anytime you look at
On the importance of the black vote
Mhm.
in general in America, but here in South America, sorry, South Carolina, people on media talk a lot about the importance of Afro-American vote. Can you maybe talk about that between you?
I'll let y'all start that
It's
one.
kind of a pressure sometimes.
it is. They try to find all kinds of ways to get black people to vote, but here in Columbia, in South Carolina, let's say that, black people are lazy. They don't want to stand in the line. They don't even care to find out who's running. And they only vote because somebody else said, oh, I voted for this person. Not because they really cared about who was in office or how it's going to affect us. Just like the other lady who's running for president, she used to be the governor here or something, or the mayor or something.
Yeah.
Nicki Haley?
Yes, baby, we not voting for you.
Thank you.
You what? No, ma'am. No way you thought
You know
anybody
what's-
who ran anything in South Carolina, I would never vote for them.
You know what's so crazy is
I believe South Carolina is more racist than Georgia.
it actually
It
is.
is.
We were one of the last states to actually take down the
To
Confederate
abolish
flag.
slavery.
And you know what's crazy? That's where she's trying to stake her claim to fame from, is because
she was the
in
one
office.
who-
Yeah, she was the one that pushed for that. And even then, the views that you're speaking out loud, this is where it comes down to play of doing your research. But one of the biggest things that everybody's talking about when it came down to her is this whole homelessness act. That apparently they're she's one of the people that's advocating for homelessness to be illegal.
A crime.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that. How is that going to work? We have so many homeless people.
Okay, so what I did is I
In
definitely had to do
every
some
state.
research into that. I really had to look into it because based off of what I was seeing on social media, people made it seem like, if you're caught being homeless, if this bill gets passed, then you're going to jail. That necessarily wasn't the case that a lot of them were saying. What they were trying to force is, these states and governments to figure out what they want to do about that
Their
situation.
homelessness. Okay, I
Like
get
in
it.
California, I was
It's
reading
so
something
bad
about it.
there.
Oh yeah, it is.
Terrible.
But that's also because of the cost of living and then the preparation.
Yeah.
I will definitely tell people a lot of the reason that a lot of people end up becoming homeless is because they believe in the whole Hollywood dream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bagging on anybody's talent dream. Yes, chase your dream. Trust me, I got to live mine and I did mine from South Carolina. I got to start mine in South Carolina, not from back home. But at the same time, when you go out there, you need to have a plan. You can't just go out there and say, oh, I'm packing up all my stuff. I'm just throwing away my old life and I'm going to go live in Hollywood. It's not that simple. You got
not.
people that have actually been born and raised and grown up there that still to this day haven't gotten their big break.
Right.
And they've been risking jobs, going to interviews, having to pay extra, especially when they have kids, trying to make sure that they can go to these casting calls, trying to go to these dance auditions, things like that. It's hard. It's so much easier for you to start in a different city and make a bigger name for yourself and get recognized throughout social media than it is to try to go to the heart and soul of it all.
Yeah.
That's how people become homeless. They don't
I
realize
heard,
it's high up to live there.
I've heard stories from this man in, I think we were in Compton, where is the Friday House?
Which one?
The original Friday
You
House.
talking about? I was about to say which one. Like there's like three of them.
The one where Smokey was in.
That's
Crenshaw?
no, yeah,
Yeah,
Crenshaw,
that's
Crenshaw.
So boom. We was over there off Crenshaw and we got to talk to an OG. Hold on, what was we talking about? Because it just went out my head.
We were talking about.
Oh, homelessness.
Yes.
Yes.
When you see Joe Biden come in South Carolina, go to barbershops, go to the black community to talk to them and attract them. Yes, it's kind of, hey, vote for me. What do you think about that? But
He didn't come to no neighborhood near us. So
No, I thought he went to Benedict, or was that? No, that was
That was-
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
Kamala Harris.
different.
She wouldn't.
Biden did not come to no black neighborhood.
It was Trump.
Trump, yeah,
Trump is the one that came down.
Yeah, 'cause
and
he
went
not
to all
scared.
neighborhoods.
Trump came to Benedict too.
Yeah.
He not scared.
Need to be.
But
We definitely bouncing again.
No, we going back to what was asked. About him going around like parading in the black neighborhoods and going to barbershops and stuff like that. You didn't come to the spots that really needed you and the people that you really needed to talk to. The people that really have influence in South Carolina. You want the black vote, you need to be going to certain people, and you didn't go. You went to like middle class, which is not bad, but it's majority of the black people in South Carolina are not middle class. A lot of them are poverty.
When you go to the colonies, then we could talk.
Then we could talk. You can come to 101. Then we can talk, Mr. Biden.
But you know why they do that? The reason that they're going to go for the middle class to upper class is because most of them, they already chalked it up as, the lower class, they're not interested in politics.
Yeah.
So, there's no point in me trying to talk to y'all or you don't have to deal with all of that extra because, some people, they will get rowdy and ignorance loves company. So they definitely, you're going to have them ignorant people that's going to try to show out.
That's why Joe Biden is starting to be around a lot of black entertainers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Trying to get that black vote. Like I was saying earlier, I wasn't talking to y'all, but I was talking earlier. I was saying if you get a black celebrity that everybody loves, let's just say Jay-Z, even though we know Jay-Z would never go for Trump or anything like that. But if you get a celebrity that has a lot of influence and they say, jump off this cliff, all them lower class black people is going to jump off that cliff. So what Biden is trying to do is he's trying to get these big black celebrities to be on his team so they can influence us to vote for him, which is what they've been doing. They've been doing this for years, even with Obama and all that stuff. And like I said, he still ain't doing nothing.
He's trying to pull a Trump. Remember when Trump went on that whole thing with Lil Pump and Kanye? Mm-hmm. He's trying to do the same thing, which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't do it just because you're trying to get the black look. Make sure that you're actually listening to these people's views. Make sure you're actually listening to what their concerns and everything like that is. But even then, one of the biggest things that nobody talks about is it's a stupid theory. Everyone says that voting for a president nowadays is kind of just like a reality show contest. Oh, you just cast your vote in whoever is the most entertaining or whoever catches your eye. Because in reality, Congress is the one that actually, makes your laws or makes or breaks the laws. Yes, your president is supposed to be the one that, is supposed to speak up to Congress if they believe in this, help sign off on things and, et cetera, et cetera. Not going to bore you with that part. But, Congress is the one that you definitely want to woo still. You still have to make sure that just because this president gets put into office, make sure that he's actually somebody that will go to bat against Congress to make sure that certain things get put into place.
Right.
That's why people say, the presidents don't listen. That's why it's pointless to go vote.
But we do have to realize that it's only certain much that, I said certain, Lord. Yeah. It's only so much that the presidents can do, if you get what I'm saying. They don't have as much power as we think they do. Like, they still got to go to, like, Congress and, like, everybody to get their opinions on, or to get their vote. Like, if I want to, if I want to pass a bill, I can't just pass a bill because I'm the president. You know what I'm saying? I got to go through all these people. And what the black community only sees is Mr. President.
But that's what, again, I love conspiracy theories. Y'all will learn that about me.
Me too.
One of the biggest theories from back in the day was that's what it actually ended up becoming. Because once Congress became into play after, I forgot what president it was that they ended up finally having Congress. But they said that pretty much the president became a front man for Congress. So that way, if Congress ends up makes a fuck up, then all they'll just do is just say, this is your president. You voted for him. And that's kind of how it became in this generation. Right. Everyone sees something happen and it's just like, well, that's your president. That's your president. Your president's the one that did this.
You voted for him. Yeah.
You voted for him.
Yeah.
I mean, did I really have an option at that point?
I know a lot of, when I was living back home in Atlanta, I know voting is like really big in Atlanta. Like, they do so much to get people to vote down there. Up here, it's not the same. Like, you don't see people really going out like, go vote.
Unless it's like the city.
Stuff. Something like that, yeah.
But that's what I love, though. I love when people, actually get amped up when it came down to, voting, back in the cities. Over here, even then, when y'all have, for district or for mayor or anything like that, it's not as big. It's people don't really drum up for it. That's why people don't really care to vote, because y'all are not doing enough for the community, or at least speaking enough about what you're going to do or at least catching
or
these
showing
people's
us
eyes.
what you're going to like show us. People don't want to hear it. Like Joe Biden, I'm going to keep saying this. You said you was going to forgive our student loans.
I want my
Yo,
loans forgiven.
listen.
I still got $80,000 worth of student. Y'all, my school was $40,000 a year.
Thank God for
I only went
scholarships.
2 years. It was over with after that. And I still got it on my, credit or whatever. He went to see some little black man and his family the other day and all
I
that
saw
stuff, and you
that.
forgave his loans. So if you can forgive his student loans, that you can forgive, man. I'm so mad about that because why are y'all, first of all, why are you charging me to learn anyway?
Okay.
Why are you charging me to perfect my craft? Like, because I went to school for dance. It should have been just as easy just to go in there and dance and all this stuff.
And learn
Come
my
out, go
craft.
straight to New York, start auditioning LA and start auditioning. No, I got to worry about, oh God, in 6 months, these student loans about to hit. I need to get a job.
Although the charging part is dumb, the reason why a lot of these degrees and everything is coming into play nowadays is because people just want to see how bad you want it.
Right.
It's not about
Why
okay,
would
for
you
example,
give
in
an
our field,
18-year-old
You don't even need
in
them
our
now.
field for dance, you can make it big in the dance industry without going to school. But if you want to actually go professional on a pro level, then yes, you got to go to school because they want to
don't.
see how badly you want it.
You really don't,
more so to speak.
You really don't.
That's very interesting what you said about the loans, and you told me about that
Yeah.
earlier, and that's one of my questions. Can I ask?
Go
can
ahead.
I begin my questions?
Go ahead.
And you can answer the three of us, the three of you. Sorry. I'm going to tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do it.
It's the camera right now, too. It's the camera.
Yes. In front of the cam. Okay.
I'm about to say, don't burn yourself on the heater either.
Yeah,
Because why would
get hot.
Why would you give an 18-year-old fresh out of high school that much money?
That is something that we don't have in France.
What? Wait. I missed it.
Oh, I said, why would you let an 18-year-old fresh out of high school take out a loan for that much money?
No, well,
And they don't
get me wrong,
have-
It wasn't 40,000. I had a partial scholarship.
Yeah.
So it's 20,000. So I'm 40,000 in debt right now.
Listen, them scholarships and
They
stuff
have
be
free
helping.
school. It's free
And
schooling
it's free
in.
over there.
Yes.
Or-
Well, some people have to borrow money to pay for very
Like books and stuff.
high studies.
Uh-huh.
But the major part of time we don't have to pay for studies.
And you know what's crazy? Even public school nowadays, you still have to end up paying for certain things. Like when I was at Ridgeview, I had to pay for like lockers, books, like board. I forgot what else I had to pay for. It was a bunch of fees that you had to pay for. And if you didn't qualify for low income, this was all throughout.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
The only fees I know is my senior
Thanks
fees.
for that.
Right.
Shoot, I mean, college, of course, you definitely getting hit over the head for everything. Even when I was at Tech, bro, what? Listen, I had to pay for. I ended up paying for so much stuff. That's where my first one was at electrical engineering.
Oh, okay. Which
And
one? Which
maybe
campus?
for, each,
I was at Beltline and then Airport.
each,
Airport for my
question and
EMT also.
answer, it can be one of you, so I don't have 4 hours of rush.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of work. No, my first question was, elections are in a few months, and this is a state that gave his support to Joe Biden in 2020.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What now?
It's going to be a red state this year. It's definitely going to be a red state this year because black people so ignorant. They all voting for Trump. Like I said earlier, they're only voting for him because they want the stimulus checks and all that stuff. But we in the pandemic still, but it's not the same. He's not giving that money out. What reason does he have to? It's going to be a red state. I'm letting y'all know that now. The conservatives about to come out, and then the black people about to join them. They all stupid.
So the black people today, you think in South Carolina, are not backing Joe Biden
Oh no,
at all?
nobody.
Even those who voted for Joe Biden last time?
I voted for Joe Biden last time.
Can
I
you
promise
explain
you,
that?
I'm not voting for him this year.
Can you explain that to me? For example, what promises, yes, he didn't keep?
Student loans, of course. What else did Joe say he was gonna give us? Lord Jesus, he promised us a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but
Student loans was the main
loans,
thing.
for example.
Hmm?
On student loans.
Oh, he said he was just going to cancel everybody's student loans, and everybody still has this. Well, I think some people actually did get like
The student loan forgiveness program.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my roommate ended up getting it. One small.
Yeah, but I wasn't in that number, so it didn't work. It didn't add up for me, and I have 3 kids. I feel like I should have been in that number. You see, I got 3 kids. I'm trying to make something out of myself, but you want me to pay Uncle Sam back? Nah. And I didn't even finish? No.
Oh, yeah.
No, I only did 2 years. I feel like you shouldn't be paying back at all. But I really feel like if you graduate and got that diploma, then that's when you need to charge them, because baby, they actually went through the whole thing.
Nah, in my opinion, I feel like you should get charged if you don't finish. If you do finish, then guess what? All of that is forgiven. That just makes you want to like finish
I
it
can
out.
see it, but that ain't what I want, because I didn't finish.
On the other premises, what I read, and because we are making a lot of reports about America and political situation, Joe Biden promised that he will bring back America. Where are we? How about that?
America hasn't been even more divided than it was when he first.
Yeah, we are just sorry, we weren't ready. Oh, yes.
Oh, you push it back, yeah.
America's divided. Always has been, always will be. That's just how I feel. Because it's always how I want it, or how the elite want it, I should say, versus the little people. And the little people is the majority.
Right.
No one listens to the little people. Like, we make up the majority. We have the power. If the little people would come together, we could overpower the elites if we wanted to. But everyone's just so
in their own zone, in their own lane. Nobody wants to cross over into the other lane or the other person's lane because, oh, I don't have enough money, or, oh, they don't have enough money type. So it's like, it's always going to be something against blacks and whites. It's always going to be whites and browns. Like, it's just, they always going to make it a big deal because they don't want to see us grow, expand, or do anything, have anything that's like, I don't know, something to hold on to.
I only voted because my mama told me to.
You said what?
I only voted because my mama told me to. I didn't know nothing about
I ain't gonna lie, my first time voting, Obama was a candidate. So I love the fact that I got my first time voting for the president. It was for President Obama. Like I said, he still ain't doing nothing. Well, he really couldn't, because they weren't gonna let a black man do too much in that office anyway. It was like, you're just the face. So
sit down somewhere.
That's it.
It
Smile.
was a situation like 4 years ago with the Capitol invasion.
Mm-hmm.
We have the impression that the country was really divided, and it's still divided because we saw Republicans two
tearing
days
stuff
ago,
up,
and they told us they stole the election. Still, they are still thinking about that, and that's what I meant when I was asking you about the fact that America is really divided. Can you maybe explain that?
I definitely can.
It's like my thing. This is just my thing. How America is so divided. You let these people storm the Capitol. How many of them people got arrested? Let that would have been black people.
They would have got arrested that day.
Some of them probably would have got shot.
That too.
Being as a black man that actually was around when a lot of this stuff was going on, because you got to remember, at that time, that was the same time the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor riots was going on. And I was downtown here in South Carolina when we ended up having ours go on, and there was so many people that got arrested. There was so much chaos that happened. And it started out as a peaceful protest with just one water bottle being thrown towards a cop's way. That's when everything just broke out. But you have people that's storming the Capitol, breaking glasses, breaking everything, just because, the color of their skin. I can't even blame it on that, actually, because even down here in South Carolina, we did have, a rare select few of white people that actually were there trying to stand with us. One girl, she ended up actually getting injured that day. She ended up getting hit by the cop car because the cop car tried to flee the scene from that.
What do you mean when you say that? It's just to have the fact that you are answering me and it's not, the podcast. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you just tell me again what you said? It was very interesting about the fact that if on the protest of George Floyd, etc., many arrestation, but on the Capitol, white people.
Yeah.
Can you explain that to me?
So when I was down at the riot down here in 2020 over at the our state house capitol, our state house, it was actually really horrible. I remember they put curfews in effect like probably 30 seconds before it actually was supposed to hit, start throwing tear gas into the crowd. Things that started out as peaceful protests, it literally just broke out into a riot just from one water bottle being thrown. There was a one, like I said before, you can't even pinpoint it on it being a white and black thing because we had a rare select few of white people that was here that got injured in those riots.
But
trying
at the
to
end of the
actually
day, that's
stand
the
up
root
for
of the
us.
issue, though.
That is
Just
that
because
it
those
definitely
couple
is.
of people were standing with y'all don't mean
It
nothing.
really was. It was something that was so horrible. And then just a couple weeks later, we see the state houses being stormed. You don't see tear gas being deployed like that until it was like almost died down.
They
You
were
don't see people getting
inside,
arrested.
like,
These people
it's
made it
crazy.
all the way inside. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, you stopped them at the door or y'all started actually trying to like, do anything. You had people that was actually stealing things from the state house, reselling it on the internet, not even black market, on the public internet. You had so much going on, and there was so many of them that did not get arrested.
And they all are still alive.
I know so many people that was standing there with me that day that got arrested, and it sucked because you got arrested for just trying to have a peaceful protest. Even if you were one of the people that tried to leave, we were trying to go home. I remember we were actually trying to go home. I stayed across from the USC stadium at that time. My roommate even called me and said, yo, are you home? And I was like, I just got in. They stopped us at the top of the road. You had the National Guard stopping us at the top of our road, asking, where are we going? Trying to go home. Show me some proof. Show me that you live down the street. Why do I got to do that? I'm not trying to go be involved in the riots. I'm trying to go home. I was already down there. That stuff got hectic. So I'm trying to go home. I don't need to do all of that. Did y'all ID anybody that was there at that state house? Mm-hmm. It took y'all a whole investigation to figure out who was actually there, who needed to be arrested. And even then, did y'all really go act on those arrests? Right. You had people that was down here having to get set up with free bail bondsmen, or people that was taking on pro bono cases, people that was actually working their ass off just to like try to help with the situation that was going on here. But you had these people that was just doing chaos for nothing. I'm sorry.
It's just that you said about George Floyd, it was my next question. About social justice, police violence against black people. Is there an evolution or a story like George Floyd's story could happen again today?
Oh, definitely.
It is.
Didn't it just happen? Like a black dude just was killed by a police officer? Yeah, it happens every day.
It happens every day.
That's just not a one-time thing.
It's just racial injustice in general, because I'm getting tired of the point where I can see white man kills a black kid just for innocent reasons, because that's where, in my coming up of age, that's where it started out for me. You had people that was back in the day, what was his name? The one that got beat at the trayfic stop in California. Rodney King. Mm-hmm. See, look, you had people back in the 90s, and then before then, you had that stuff going on. But my generation, it was Trayvon Martin. Mm-hmm. That's where it started for me. That's where the world got scary for me. Yep. Because me being a black kid, especially because I was in different areas. My favorite thing, hoodies are comfort for me. For those who know me, I have my BPD, but guess what? Hoodies are my comfort. I can't even do that no more. I remember when I moved over here to the South, and we moved to South Carolina especially, I was with my aunt, I had my hoodie on, and my aunt, she snatched me so quick. She was like, take your hoodie down. And I was like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong? She was like, do you not remember what happened to Trayvon Martin? And I was like, yeah, but that wasn't here.
It don't matter.
That's not me, I know what to do. A cop stops you, y'all have trained me. Y'all taught me what to do to make sure that I'm safe. She's
it's really bad because...
one of you, maybe you can talk about that. It's just not to have you every time.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
It's a fair equality between men and women. There's something to say about that violence, that police violence against black community.
There's this. It's a book and it's a movie called The Hate U Give that perfectly explains what it's like to be like us in our communities. It's to the point now where if I'm with my friends and we get pulled over by cops, we're all like putting our hands on the dashboard. Somebody's recording immediately. We're all like, okay, put on our best smiles. Like that's how bad it is. We don't want no problems. We don't want no issues. We don't want to have that moment where someone has to call our parents and it's like, we're sorry.
Gone. Right.
If this and just for us doing something simple. If you good.
I'm sorry. There is no evolution to put that in the political context of the global election. There is no evolution on that.
They don't care about that. They've trained them to shoot at. Sorry.
He will say to you, okay.
But they are trained. The politicians don't care about police reform and stuff like that. They train these men to shoot at black faces, like in training in the police academy and stuff like that. The pictures that they put on the wall to shoot and aim at, they are black faces. You don't see any white faces up there. Sorry, you don't see any white faces up there. They train on black faces. So when they get in the field and it's a black man or a black woman, their first thing is to shoot. Because I've been training to shoot at black pictures anyway. These aren't humans we aren't humans to them, literally. As you can tell from slavery, we are nothing but like property to these people. Like,
but I read that there was a reform, George Floyd reform something around the police.
It was supposed to be, but when it came down to an actual reform, it's really just them reiterating things that was put into place. Some of y'all know, like some people do know, I've actually had, my government jobs, not going into details on all of that, but I've had government jobs to where, I've had to have training with certain things. When it came down to it, the reform is really just reiterating, okay, there's levels to before you get to your gun, okay? You have mace, you have a baton, you have a taser, you have this, you have that. Use all of these. Only you pull your gun if they're coming at you with this, or only pull your gun if this is happening. What happened was people back in the day, like, when it was actually getting bad, I can't even say back in the day, but a little while ago when it was getting bad, what it was that they would say, if you feel like your life is in danger, then that's when it is. Mm-hmm. But just because of the stereotypes and the stigmatisms and everything like that, where, black men or black people are just so angry and violent, automatically, if you hear one of them getting mad or upset or raise their tone, it's about to get violent.
But even in George Floyd's case, they didn't have a gun on him, but he still didn't care about that man's life. He put his knee in his neck. Like, how are you supposed to breathe? But you had no weapon. Your weapon was your body, and they told you to get up. You didn't get up. You didn't care. And you already had prior problems with this man or whatever. But that day, the day you killed him, you had nothing going on with this man. You did not care.
Wasn't like 3 others on him too?
Yeah, it was. And they beat him up in the back of the car first and then pulled him out and put him on the ground.
And one big topic that also I read, but I don't know if you want to express on that. I read a lot of articles of American media saying that the black vote and the young black vote was threatened for Joe Biden by Gaza. I read that a lot of black people are not happy at all with the politics of Joe Biden in Israel, lack of support with Palestinians. Can you have an opinion on that? Do you have an opinion on that? And you, what do you think?
I'll let y'all start.
How are you supposed to be helping? How are you supposed to be being this big man that's in power, I should say, but you're funding
a genocide?
Yeah. There's the only things that I have seen that are kind of some type of helping are people protesting against Starbucks and all these other corporations. But even then, there has been times where they come out with these merchandise and people jump on it, not realizing that, hey, these people are still funding. The money that you're spending on whatever merchandise from these people, they're using it to fund this genocide.
If you talk about Joe Biden, it's just for French people who will not maybe get all the details, but what do you think about Joe Biden's supporting?
He needs to mind his business.
Israel, and on the other side, the Palestinians. What is your opinion on that?
If he wanted to cease fire, he could have. If he wanted to help cease fire, he could have.
But you're helping causing problems. You're over there killing women and children. Like, I don't understand.
Bombing hospitals, bombing homes.
That is not okay. And nobody here is fine with that.
And that could lose him the election. It could be it's a danger for him.
Definitely, because they're literally they're putting this all over social media. Like, we see it everywhere. From the Shade Room to TikTok. Neighborhood Talk to TikTok to Facebook. It's everywhere. And people have the chance to pick what side they want to be on. And I'm not going to lie. A lot of the black people are not with the United States. Because it's not okay. That's just like them coming over here and trying to kill all the black folks. I wish they hadn't tried, but still. trying to kill all the black people and take our land and all this stuff, and this is what we're going to give you, or we're going to take this from the. No, it's not. That's not okay. First of all, Biden, that's not your business. Mind your business. We got people here that are struggling and need help. But we don't need you over there sending our men and our women over there helping them mess up other people's lives. That is not okay.
That's one of the reasons why people are not voting for him, is because, bro, worry about your own country first.
Right.
Don't get into somebody else. It's just like what you preach to people in the everyday life. Don't get involved in somebody else's beef if you got your own stuff going on at home.
Yeah.
So just to understand, you said Biden, who is helping the Israelis, should help first Americans.
Yes.
Mingling.
Yes.
Right. You have business to handle at home before you go to your friend's house and help them. No, baby, we need food. The eggs are like $10 right now. Like,
his vice president literally made a statement saying that the modern American right now is one rent payment away from having to file for bankruptcy.
Seriously.
That's from his vice president. And you mean to tell me we're still not doing anything about
that? We're talking rent, not mortgage.
Right. And South Carolina is actually one of the cheapest states to live in. And it's ridiculous here still.
I paid $1,087 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, no washer and dryer connection. Right.
That's crazy. It's really crazy.
And this is maybe the American war face that you don't want to see. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Iraq, China, and Israel, and maybe Iran, because you don't know.
Right.
That no for you, like young voters, you don't want that.
No, not at all.
No, we want our president to mind his business and handle us and make sure we're straight before you go over there and make sure somebody else is straight. Because we're struggling over here in America. Like, yeah, we got a lot of rich people. It's supposed to be the land and the free, but it's not.
It's not the American dream for anyone.
It's not.
No. It's not.
People think they're going to come over here and get that dream. And that's why it's so many people in different cities. Like, it's too many people here now. Literally. Traffic is so bad everywhere, but I've never seen traffic like this in Colombia since now. I mean, till now.
When you said traffic?
Like driving traffic. Like, it's too many people here.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's trying to come to the United States, period, just to make a dream happen. And then you get here and it's like, oh, dang.
This is what I left home for?
Oh, man. So now I got to pay to go to the doctor?
What's crazy is the only people that you actually hear like that come to America, that don't necessarily say, oh, they got sold a false tale, is the ones that were actually running from dangerous situations in their home countries. Those are the ones that scream, I love America. It's so much freedom, so much change, things like that. In reality, the ones that we, like people like us, we're saying like, bro, we're ready to get out of America.
Right.
Out of here.
Yeah,
America is not.
Did you guys?
You don't have any chance to succeed.
Right.
You don't. When it comes down to the money game, America's not the place to go. But when it comes down to, all right, cool, you want to have some adventures, little funs, little laughs, visit, do things like that, that's fine. But when it comes down to you trying to actually make a life and make a dream, it's going to be so much harder because even the people that are born here,
especially if you got color in your skin,
right? It's horrible. And let people find out, oh, you're not from here. Oh, they treat you god awful.
Mm-hmm.
That was very interesting. I have 2 questions, and then I'm okay. Black voters supporting the re-election of Biden seems to be at a low level, which for us was kind of a surprise to hear that in the streets, in the barbershop, and everything. The major risk for Joe Biden today is the abstention of black voters or black voters turning towards Trump.
I'll tell you right now, black voters don't know who to vote for right now. They don't know, because I don't know.
The majority is going to not vote at all.
Yeah,
and that's going to be the thing that sucks.
And that's new.
No,
there is a point where even after I was old enough to vote, when I didn't know who to vote for, I'm like, I don't want to vote. Like, if it wasn't for my mom saying, okay, vote for this person because this, that, and that, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't vote at all. So
because nobody made you dream.
Yeah.
I don't know if the sentence is great, but nobody in politics make you dream. You know what I understand?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody made you want to be a president. Nobody made you want to be in Congress. Nobody did.
Yeah, it's
no. I think I wanted to steer clear from that.
But Biden, a few years ago, I had the impression that there was hope for him, and there was the affiliation with Barack Obama and all, but
I think the only reason why Biden is in office right now is because everybody wants to get Trump out.
Yep.
And now everybody's crying for him to come back.
I'm not crying for nobody.
Well, not us.
I'm about to say, it's not necessarily a cry.
It's not us, but...
My next question. No, we talked about that earlier, and I thought it was very interesting. What do you think about Donald Trump?
Like I said, Donald Trump is definitely a good businessman, but the way that he runs the country, he's definitely going to need to, learn from his mistakes.
I think he need to go back to his businesses and leave us alone.
That part.
That's it. I think he needs to go. And even that's the crazy part. You're a bad businessman too.
You're fired.
Like, hasn't he gone bankrupt or something? Had to file for bankruptcy?
He had to file for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
But how do you say that people today say, and we heard a lot of them say, I'm going to vote for Trump. And as I said to you earlier, as a French people, and because we have racist people in our country too, I was telling you, how can you be black and vote for
Trump?
Someone like Trump who is racist, who is saying horrible things. Few days ago about Nicki Haley, we don't like her, but Nicki Haley saying that she was, I don't know, he was referring to his origins, You can be black today and vote for Trump.
I'm telling you, the only thing they're thinking about is that money.
Ignorance,
thinking that they're going to get some money, but like I told you, we're not getting no more stimulus, so... You thinking that just because he getting back in y'all trying to get him back in office, that he gonna give you some money, and he has no reason to give you money now because we're not in the present. I mean, we're not in the pandemic.
One of the biggest things that I heard why people were trying to scream for Trump to be back in office, especially the black community, is because of the inflation rate. Just because of how much we're paying for groceries, gas, cost of living is going up. Everything is going up.
Gas has actually gone down though.
It is. It's going back down
in certain places.
Could stop the inflation.
They're saying that because when Trump was in office, we didn't have to pay for this. Like when people started complaining about, how much it costs for food and everything like that. They're like, oh, I used to go to the store and pay give $1, get 2 bags of chips. And since Biden got in office, it's like $2 for one little 50-cent bag of chips. Yeah, people are saying that, it's because of Biden.
That's real though. Like, I'm used to going to the corner store and paying 25 cents for a little bag, and now I got to pay a whole $1?
Listen.
And you only giving me air? No.
My heart was broken when I just went to the store before you came.
$10.
When I went to the store before you came, I went and grabbed me a Faygo. Listen, Faygos used to be the neighborhood superhero.
Yes, the red kind.
Bro, what? Guess how much that joker is now? $149 before tax.
The big bottle?
You know, the big bottle used to be 99 cents.
You're referring to what?
It's a soda.
It's a soda. It's a drink.
So, for the peoples like us over here in America, that's what we call one of them hard time sodas. But it was definitely like the neighborhood superhero.
It's a hood soda.
It's a hood snack, pretty much.
Ghetto soda.
But just
Arizona
Trump,
for me.
The fact that he's racist. He says horrible things about immigration. He has a lot of trials on his app.
Yeah.
It's not scaring people.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
It's not.
From France, it seems to be like, wow, how could you vote for him?
Right.
For us, it's not more so that we're thinking like that. We're more so thinking of how times used to be before Biden got into office and before, even most people think about how times were before Trump got into office. People want to go back to those good days, want to go back to where they didn't have to worry about, how am I going to live? I went to school and did all of this so that way I can live the big dream, and I can't even afford this now. They want to go back to how it was when, inflation wasn't bad. You could just live your normal life. You could actually work for the lifestyle that you wanted to live. Now, you got people that's working so many jobs. They're just like, bro, why are you my president and I'm still struggling?
Right.
I'd rather go back to the umpteenth. Yeah. It's not even just Democrats too, because I have Republican friends that are even screaming like, bro, why is this our president? Even when Trump was our president, why are we still dealing with this? I thought you said we were going to be in better times. And it's the fact that
they were trying. They actually? No, they didn't succeed. They tried to impeach this man. And why y'all trying to put him back in office?
That is right.
They're trying to let Trump get back in office because people feel like, okay,
But wasn't he cool with
he rallied up.
I don't think they couldn't do
the
that.
man over there in Korea or something like that?
Kim Jong-un? No, they were beefing.
They were beefing
Why
bad.
you say his name like that?
So today,
I'm sorry, I've been watching.
At 6-7 months of the election,
Mm-hmm.
each one of you on this coach doesn't know for who you will vote.
Nope.
I don't.
And
Don't even know if I will vote.
Would you like to have someone new in the Democrats?
I
don't know.
I'm gonna say some
young
real
people,
stuff.
Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. I don't
If
know.
Kanye West ran for president,
I
I'd vote
vote
for
for
him.
Kanye.
Before
Yay for president.
Biden. Before Trump. And he is horrible. He has lost his mind.
I vote
But I
Kanye
would
for pres.
vote for Kanye before
Kanye
I
for
vote for Biden or Trump.
Kanye for pres.
Or
Travis
Lil
as his
Nicki.
vice president. Let's make it happen.
Lil Nicki. We are not doing Kanye for president.
No, seriously, in the
But it's the
Democrat-
fact that
the
that's-
Democrats
I'm sorry.
Party, there is nobody that can. You said, oh, her.
I don't
or
even know
him.
any more candidates. That's the sad part.
Okay, as of right now, we don't necessarily have anybody that we feel should step up in the Democratic Party that we feel should step up towards the presidency. Because again, we need someone that's going to be younger or at least closer to, the demographic that actually matters in this generation.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like, okay, our next president, it's kind of a stretch, but I say, make our next president like, around 55, maybe like, at the lowest, give him like 45.
I was
maybe.
say I like Obama age, like
Right.
44.
He was still in a good age to where he could run the run the office effectively. You could see that they stressed the
I
hell
was
out
gonna
of
say,
that
did
man.
you see the grade?
They stressed the hell out of him, but guess
stressed
what?
him
He could
out.
handle it.
Biden, who is
Yeah.
on that topic,
Yeah.
he has a memory loss.
Mhm.
Is it difficult to see that and say 4 more years?
Right.
Yes, it is difficult to say that.
Yes.
Might be
You're not
going
going to
tomorrow.
last 4 more years. God forbid, my bad, but God forbid, you're not going to last 4 more years.
God.
I'm sorry to say it, but in my opinion, once you have touched like at least 75, what do you really have to do in office?
Retire.
You can't handle stress that well. Because me being 24, I'm barely handling stress like this.
mean,
So
Okay.
how are you handling that stress?
Right. The stress of a country, an entire country.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like
I feel like
No,
the
sir.
reason that, a lot of our people that's in a position of power of this country don't necessarily have so many favorable views is because they don't necessarily listen. Like if you actually look at how other countries are ran, like especially utopian societies, their society matters. Their citizens' views matter. They actually, especially in have you ever noticed these small towns in America that actually run very smooth and effective because they come together as a community? That's one of the things that I kind of liked when I moved to South Carolina was in certain small towns, you actually have community gatherings. Like back in the day, I don't know if they still do it after COVID, but Pig on the Ridge over in Blythewood and Ridgeway, bro, that was so cool to me.
They do it in Hartsville.
they do the little thing in Eastover too, Mayfest and all that stuff.
Yeah, I used to love Mayfest down when we were in Georgia. These people,
Mayfest
these
was
countries,
everything.
they always come together. But in America, it's always, one side this way, this side that way. You even got people that are so against their own kind here.
Yeah, we even have neighborhoods where, white neighborhoods where you really can't get in them. Their kids go to school in those neighborhoods. The houses are around the school, so you're not going outside, and y'all black asses ain't coming in here. So we gonna keep. Yeah, it's really segregated.
And it's my last question.
Oh, you're fine.
What? No, I don't know. No, my last question is for one of you. If you had one hope for that presidential election, if you had one thing to ask to political for your daily life, what would it be? Each of you.
Food.
As I said before, my view when it comes down to political and how it affects my life, I haven't really seen major change. But one thing that I would love to see from the next president candidate, fight for your actual citizens, fight for your country. That's the only thing that I ask for. Even if they tell you no, I would still love to know that my president that we elected, that we voted for, still like put up a fight for us to get what we actually need to survive in our own country.
I would ask for whoever the next president is to actually follow through with what you said you're going to do. Like, don't tell us you're going to do one thing and then, like, start pushing it back. Oh, we're going to do it this time. We're going to do it that time. And then it never happens. Like, then we don't have any faith in you as a leader because you already lying to us.
And then you have no confidence in politics.
Exactly. Because what's the point?
There is no confidence in politics.
Nobody fights for the black people. Nobody fights for us. We are fighting for ourselves.
Do you feel like you are left behind?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're trying to, at least.
Go ahead, Nani.
Wait. About that, the feeling that maybe you are left behind.
We are left behind. Like, especially the main thing that we're left behind in is school. Like, I have friends that come from New York. They're so far ahead in their learning. We're still learning things that we're going back to and learning from middle school. That's one thing that we're behind in.
And they're changing the curriculum too.
They're always changing the curriculum. And for us to be, for the black community to be so powerful, to be so strong, to where we used to, in Georgia, they had a whole community running perfectly fine, and they drowned it out because they were afraid of how powerful they could be.
They burned it down, actually.
I thought they flooded it.
Yeah, they burned Auburn Avenue down. You know that's my city.
No, not that. Lake Lanier. What Lake Lanier is?
You're right. You are right. There is a whole town under Lake Lanier. It is.
That used to be a whole black community that was thriving, that was powerful.
And that's why people keep dying.
Right. They're scared. People are scared of how powerful we can be. And I think we're kind of scared of how powerful we can be ourselves. Because they're so busy fighting us and we're so busy fighting each other.
We've been trained to do that too.
That too. It's a fight or fight instinct.
One of the biggest
always
things,
like,
my bad.
Right.
One of the biggest things that used to get taught in the black community, especially when I was like, going down in the bottoms, growing up in the bottoms with my, my peoples. One of the biggest thing that we were always taught is that the most dangerous thing in the world, in America, is a black man with knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they always try to attack the school system. Like me, especially one thing that I do love and that I actually am thankful for my life and how I came about is that I've gotten to see how it is in, private schools, high-end schools, academically, accredited schools, and then, low-income schools. I've gotten to see all of that. And I've actually noticed the difference between, when you go into school with, primarily white kids versus, the hood kids. You notice the textbooks. You notice, the computer programs that they actually get the chance to use. You actually notice the difference of what they're actually learning. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because they actually, in the higher-end communities, they provide them with everything they need to set them up so that way they can have a successful career. In the lower end communities, they just make sure that you have enough so that way you can graduate with a high school diploma so you can work the bottom end jobs.
They're not even doing that no more.
Actually, oh yeah, that's the crazy part.
Because with the whole No Child Left Behind situation, they're literally passing these kids for not doing anything. You can fail your test, your standardized test, and you're still going to the next grade. I don't understand how these kids are going to grow up and know anything. That's why I'm really on my son, because my girls, they with the homework. We're going to do the homework. But my son, he's like, I want to go play. No, sir.
It makes no sense.
First of all, you're a young black man, baby. It's so much going against you as a young black man. Baby, you are going to be the smartest man you can possibly be because I cannot take that.
It makes no sense how I can tell you Y equals MX plus B, but I can't tell you how to file your taxes.
I'm about to say, we can finish this part up talking on these.
Because we do got to do the time. So what was we talking about? This is what I wanted to say. Yes. Boom. Why do y'all think Hillary didn't run again?
She was
Bro,
bullied.
do you see what happened last time?
Ah, man.
Sorry. Yeah, you only speak you.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't ask the question. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about Miss Hillary Clinton not running again and all that stuff. Not get the bullying and stuff, but you got your man to back you up, girl. Go ahead and run. I think she would be better than Biden and Trump. Honestly. Hell, I think Camilla would be better than Biden and Trump. But, that's neither here nor there. But, yeah. That's about it.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I'm not gonna hold you. Here's the thing, because I'm not gonna lie. When that whole election happened, I really was thinking that the women were gonna say, okay, especially the way that the women, culture was going in that time, stand by women, by all women,
Yeah.
I thought they was gonna vote for Hillary. Like, I thought y'all was gonna be the one to say, all right, cool.
Who she was going against Trump?
Mm-hmm.
I did vote for her.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I voted that year.
I actually made a lot of people go vote in the hood. Yeah. I made a lot of them go vote. Come on, I'll drive you to the thing, because baby, we cannot do this Trump stuff.
I'm not gonna hold you. I couldn't take that election serious, especially when D's nuts had came into the damn poll.
Right.
And he almost won. Bro, it was crazy because he actually gave them a fighting chance, and he was an unknown contender. That was just a joke ballot. This is why I say America is definitely a joke.
It's definitely a joke. Kanye can just jump on there like that too. It's a joke.
Kanye and Travis, president and vice president, 2024. Let's make it happen.
Whatever.
Listen, if Donald Trump is allowed to make a comeback, Travis Scott definitely deserves his comeback.
They're not gonna let Travis go in no office.
Why not?
All them people that died at that concert.
All them people that died at the Capitol?
And they don't care nothing about that. Travis is black.
Guess what?
And them folks yes, they do. They are white. They like redneck white.
Listen, do y'all not know what Utopia was about? That was that man's comeback story, and it was done beautifully. Everybody witnessed this man's comeback story, even with his apology. Yes. That was actually what this whole all right.
Maybe
don't get me talking about that, because
please don't, because let's go.
Y'all know I would definitely go into that. Y'all listen.
And Kingston, just one thing, can you just tell in front of the camera, because I love when you do that, about Kanye West?
Kanye West.
Oh, listen.
Can you just say something like what you were saying, Kanye West for the White House?
Yes, Kanye West 2024 for president. Signed and stamped by your favorite stunner, aka Kingston. We need that. Because at this point,
that's
come
just
on.
Kingston's view, okay?
Y'all know I'm slightly joking, but I definitely would love to see Travis out. Who?
Beyonce for president.
No.
Oh, no.
No. Put Kayla out. Look. Put Kayla. Listen.
Hey now.
No.
Listen.
Hey now.
Listen.
Oh, tea time. Megan versus Nicki.
Yo, listen, what is wrong with y'all?
What is wrong with Nicki?
What is wrong with
Nicki?
What is wrong with her fans?
Yeah.
This
Listen.
podcast is supposed to be here.
Listen, on everything I love. Let somebody pull up to my mom's gravesite like that. Bro, over a stupid internet.
I heard that was a publicity stunt.
No.
Did you actually?
Because they doxed. No, they didn't actually touch it, but they definitely showed up at her gravesite and they was posting all over it. That was the issue.
Oh, that's sad.
Bro, they doxed Keita for even saying anything about Nicki in this whole verse thing. Like, they are going
Keita?
crazy. Yeah.
The dancer?
What is her name? No. She's one of the little stars on TikTok. I gotta find the video because she made a video.
I know the little white boy with the haircut.
Which one?
The one who was dogging Nicki.
Bro, didn't they?
They doxed him.
I was about to say they doxed his account too.
But he was speaking real facts though. Like, I don't understand why would you do that when he was just stating his opinion and speaking facts.
Because they spoke about the whole Nicki's husband and Nicki also being like her husband, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she is. She did a whole song with Lil Twist talking about it.
I'm not gonna hold you. Listen, me back in the day, I mean, Nicki, listen, we could have made it happen. I've already had the experience. I can show you what that experience.
Please, hush, Lord.
You already got 1 point off of it because of Krishan.
Anyway,
relax.
Listen.
No, for real. Did you see her?
Okay, listen, Krishan, baby, I'm sorry, but we can't do this no more because on your face, and then you got this other girl doing it too. You started a trend. Why? Why?
And the same picture.
Bro, I was so happy for her. I was thinking she was done. She was about to be mom of the year type thing, like getting her act together.
No.
Listen, when I seen that little clip, everybody posted on some she's moving back in, I was like, all right, this has got to be a joke.
No, she did.
She moved back in.
Ass packed up the whole U-Haul and moved back in that man's house. We're not talking about them. We talking about Megan and Nicki.
Right.
Yeah, because we're not giving them no more energy.
Let me tell you something. Nicki, no, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Okay, time out. Explain this to me. What started it?
Chill.
What started it?
Megan ate her alive.
What started it?
What started the beef?
I have no
So
clear,
look,
like no one can answer that straight for me. What
here's the
started
deal.
it?
They was doing Hot Girl Summer video, and Nicki was trying to get pregnant. Megan kept trying to tell her to dry the boat, and if you are pregnant, then you need to have an abortion. That's what she told her. And so Nicki felt some type of way about that. And ever since then, it's been Then she went and did a song with Cardi B. Wow. And that just added fire to it, because she's like, you weren't supposed to go behind my back and work with Cardi, and I helped you. Because you can't lie, Nicki did help her career. But you can't tell her who she can and cannot work with.
She got a career just like you got a career.
Exactly.
Nicki trying to be on that Birdman stuff.
Not even Birdman. She's doing what Kim did to her. And I don't like that. Because when Kim was the biggest rap star artist and Nicki was just not coming out and stuff, Nicki was literally, I saw the interviews where Nicki was in those interviews saying, oh, the Kim was my favorite. She was paying homage. She was like, giving her props and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For you to turn around and do that to every new girl that comes in this industry, or that really can rap. You only like the girls that don't have any talent. Ice Spice. I can't say about Coi Leray, because Coi Leray actually is a dope
I'm about
artist.
to say Coi Leray is actually
Coi
fire.
is dope, but Sexy Red, she has no talent. Ice Spice has no talent, yet you did a song with them. But Lotto will rap circles around both of those girls, and you refuse to do a song with her. You did a song with Megan because you thought she wasn't messing with Cardi, which Megan was fake, and she was talking about Cardi B.
She was. On
that live. But hey, I guess they got over it, and we not trying to hold no good grudges in 2024, sweetheart. But she's showing her true colors. I think 2024 is going to be the year everybody gets exposed.
The industry's going.
But this is definitely about to go crazy, because
and Megan is going up. Her whole song is lit, and that's another thing. How you make a diss track about this girl's... You made a whole diss track about this girl when she only said 2 lines about you. That's what I was about to say. That's pressed. That's seriously pressed.
Yo.
These hoes ain't mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's Law. That's it.
Listen, I'm not even a huge Megan fan. You can't be mad at
your man did that. He did that. Whether he was 15 or not, he still did that. And he was wrong. And that's why he's on that sex offender list.
Yeah, nah.
Clock that.
Clock it.
Oh my God, this is gonna bite me so heavy. Look, one thing that I can say is I'm glad, Buddy changed his life. Yes, that's something that's gonna have to hang over your head, but
who changed their life?
The Nicki's dude.
The husband?
Yeah.
How you know?
Changed his life to the public eye. I will say that. Changed his life to the public eye. Yeah, cool. I'm glad you're keeping your nose clean and everything like that. But I hate to say it. Yeah, that's stuff that's gonna always be on your head, bro. But at the same time, I don't like that people always have to throw that up. Like, yes, it happened when he was younger. Yes, he shouldn't have did it. Man paid for it. But, let him live his life. I don't like that either. I don't like that either. That? Yes, please.
Can we touch on the Chris Brown situation? So, my reference is Jaguar now. Jaguar, right? Jaguar, right. So let's listen to this. Is what I found out on YouTube. Jaguar say the real reason why Chris went in on that girl, was because she gave him herpes. Lord have mercy.
That's what Jaguar said.
That's what Jag said. No. And that's why Chris really did that. But what about
the documentary? Didn't they have a whole documentary where he explained why he did it? Like, because of the whole... lying. I'm not gonna hold you. Listen, y'all know King love his women and he would never put hands on a woman ever. But if you're vice gripping my manhood, bro, whatever happens, it's just out of natural instinct.
You spit on me, that's it. You're done. I'm dogging you.
Vice gripping?
Y'all always say I say too much, so I'm trying to hold it because I need more clips on TikTok because y'all ain't got no clips of me. Y'all be making me feel left out.
That's Harry's
doing. Don't look at it.
Actually, listen. I think we need a whole unhinged compilation of King Unhinged. We just need that whole little clip it.
What happened?
We gonna do that another day before we even start.
I'll post it on my page first.
King, you will get canceled. The stuff that you say is wild.
Call me Long Beach Griffey Jr. Try me.
And that has been For the Family Podcast. Thank you for joining us today.
Why she want to cut me?
She always cut you off.
Right? Why?
Oh man, but nah. Nicki needs to get a grip.
She do. Y'all Nicki fans need to do better.
Yeah,
Nicki
that too.
fans need to get a grip.
But if she says jump, they jump. That's the crazy part.
They ask
Y'all
how
make
high.
y'all.
Like she told them to go run up. What did she say? Run up. Run up the acapella.
Mhm.
The acapella version is doing better than the one with the beat, and that's sad.
Bro, because it was kind of it was mid. You literally just spit the whole thing that you spoke on live.
On Twitter.
Like that was so and then what
She
made me mad,
tweeted everything that she said in
was
the
her
song.
trying to say like, how you gonna say this was a diss on Twitter? Like, bro, what?
It's definitely a diss. You said
This was a
girl
diss.
Name. You said her name. Megan didn't mention anyone's name, and that's what made that song so good because you had to figure out who she was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Nicki's whole song is about Megan because she's saying Megan, but you did call
Get up
her a
on the
bad
good
bitch,
foot.
so you know what's up.
It's so petty.
Get up on the
It
good
was so
foot.
petty
Get up
too.
on. I ain't like that. I won't even play the song. I played that song one time, and she's not
I
getting
couldn't
another
finish
stream
it.
off of me.
I couldn't finish it.
It was
Yeah,
the
no.
2-hour speech at the end of the song for me.
I didn't even get to that part.
She said, "We're coming for you."
Oh, ew. Oh, that's nasty. Oh.
Listen,
You don't want them to get out.
y'all need to stop supporting the, like.
Anyways, I think the whole Nicki and Megan situation is just all mess. Always has been. It started from something so, what's the word? Minuscule. Is that a word? That's a word?
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Sorry. It started from something so small, and now it's this big, stupid, too much. I don't even follow it, to be honest with you. When y'all be talking about it, I read it, then I'm like, all right. I don't care. Move on.
I can tell.
I really don't care.
It started from something really small and stupid. Lord Jesus. I think we all need to grow up. They all need to grow up. Well, Nicki needs to grow up because she's too old to be like beefing with these younger girls. They just, first of all these new girls have told her that they look up to her. So I'm not understanding what the issue with like taking somebody and embracing them or putting them under your wing and helping them. Because baby, you about to have to retire. Like you're getting too old to be rapping about your cat. Like it's just there's first of all, at your age, it should be something more to talk about than that anyway. You're a mom now. You're a wife now. Like, you should be rapping about stuff like that, not Red Ruby the Sleeves. We're not talking about no gang stuff. You're too old. You're just too old for that.
In my opinion, I definitely say we got to do better when it comes on to supporting our artists. There's a lot of the things that we do, we are causing backlash on these artists. Going to that girl's like mom's gravesite, that was doing too much.
Speaking on her mother, her dead mother is this in the song. She says, "Lying on your dead mama," and she keeps repeating it. That is so disrespectful.
We definitely especially with these artists, we're supporting a lot of this like stupid and toxic behavior, and that's why they keep going for this. That's why we have so much violence that goes on in the music industry. Bro, let artists be artists and let them live their lives. Right. Let them still have time to focus and still give us the music that we want. Not sit here and interact in these social media beefs. Bro, the same way that y'all got on Travis about how he ran his concert that time at Astroworld and why he's no longer doing Astroworld, it's the same way y'all need to get on Nicki about the way that she just went in on this damn woman's mom and the fact that she literally has her fans like showing up to, bro, there's not a reason that they should amp up security at a gravesite. They don't need security at somebody's gravesite. Why was the
address of her gravesite even put on the internet?
Exactly.
That's the thing that's killing me. Like, y'all really was that mad about 2 lines?
Y'all are canceling y'all are getting people's income shut down by getting their accounts suspended, getting them banned, getting all of this stuff done. Like, bro, y'all got to stop. This is not okay. Let them focus on music. They're artists.
She don't see it. She don't see that this is a form of bullying.
She doesn't.
You're bullying this child.
She thinks it's okay, and
this girl is only 28, 29 years old. If she's that old, you're 40, almost 50, and you're talking about how you can do this better than her. Why?
The same, and my thing is like, just because of how Nicki had it when she first came out, bro, you had so many people, the same way people talked about Megan's body having to be fake. Everybody got on you about your surgery. Bro, the same way that people wanted to say you were never going to make it in the industry. Oh, they only doing this because they was bagging on you. You had to sleep with Wayne, sleep with Drake, sleep with everybody. Bro, you had to put it in a whole song to say that you didn't do it.
And you still did.
Right.
That's the thing. And then you sit here calling her lying lipo for lying about her surgery or whatever. All she did was got a little lipo, baby. You got your whole body dead. Everything on your body is fake, and you know it. So if you see it,
support your artists better, bro. Because y'all got Nicki looking real fool right now, and y'all, especially the way that
nobody has Nicki Minaj looking fool. Nicki is making herself look a fool.
Well,
I don't want to say that because I know the barbs is really gonna be on my behind.
I don't care. Listen, y'all know me. I don't care for the barbs, the beehive, anybody, bro. Listen,
she's on
do
drugs.
better by your artists. You don't see nobody, like, especially if you can really say that you are a fan, you should want to see them do better. You should want to see them still have a great career, not ruin their career by doing little petty things like this.
But she's the one telling them to do it, King. They not ruining nothing. They are just following what she is saying.
Okay, then all right, then guess what?
Her.
Drop her then. Drop her. That's not somebody you need to follow up.
She will never be
bro.
canceled. That's the crazy. She has her fan base is so big and so wide. She has such an influence on them to the point that they are not going to let her be canceled. Just like Team Breezy didn't let Chris Brown get canceled. I know I was the main one.
Hello.
But still, her fans are not going to let her get canceled.
I never wanted Brown to get canceled either.
I didn't want him. You know, I ain't want him to get canceled.
I didn't want him to get canceled.
But I'm saying, no, that's what they were trying to do. That's what the industry was trying to do to him. They were trying to cancel him.
With this Nicki situation, they need to cancel her. Y'all canceled the baby because he made one little comment about, this transphobia and this, that, and the third, and then putting hands on him, all this other stuff. But, everybody can get disrespectful on these tracks. Everybody can talk about moms going to their grave sites. Everybody can get, start shooting up houses and stuff like that. Bro, these social media, in music industry stars, let them be. It's a reason that they made it. Let them continue to give us what we want. Stop entertaining this.
She's always talking about respect. You gotta respect me.
Put some respect to mine.
But that's what I want to say about the black family too. The older people always want you to show respect. Do this, respect. But don't think that they're supposed to give respect back. No. Just because you old don't mean that you can say whatever you want to say to me. No. Nicki is wrong, you old lady. I'm gonna stand behind Megan Thee Stallion because she done been through so much and everybody was talking and dogging her out with this Tory case and all this stuff.
I still ain't a fan on Megan because of that, but guess what? You got my support on this thing with this whole Nicki thing.
Anyways, like I said, they was talking and dogging her about this whole Tory situation and thought that she wasn't going to say nothing. She has the right to defend herself. She was right for saying what she said about everybody that she said in that song. That she brought up in that song.
Yeah.
They were dogging, for real. Bigfoot. What is that to say? Come on, man. Then they should have said falling butt for you, because your ass fell. But you want to talk about somebody so bad. You have nothing on this girl other than the fact that her mother died and she lied about having sexual intercourse with a man that everybody probably will lie about.
What does this mean? Megan is having a Rihanna moment.
She's trying to say that she wanted the whole Chris Brown and Rihanna situation, how she everybody just fell in love with her and she cried and all that stuff and how she got so big. She basically trying to say Megan tried to pull the Rihanna. But my thing is, why would you say that when Rihanna's supposed to be your friend? And she was a true victim. She was a victim. Chris beat her behind.
Well,
Megan.
Listen, we're not getting into that because
you're right.
Well, I don't need nobody thinking
regardless of the reason why he did it, he did it. And he should have had more self-control than to put his hands on that woman.
The same way that Nicki should have had more self-control.
That's what I'm saying.
There's so many things you could have said, but you wanted to go disrespectful like this.
And
it wasn't even good.
But you got to think about rap culture, period. Think about all the old diss tracks. Jay-Z literally made Nas lose his mind.
Yo, listen, y'all know I love, especially the West Coast.
So I get what they saying about, rap and the beef and all that stuff. Let it be rap. Let them be.
You fat boy.
No, for real, like Tupac. Like,
Listen, but even then, they was going disrespectful, but not that disrespectful, bro. They wasn't speaking on the dead. Like,
but then we're gonna bring up King Von because he definitely speaks on the dead.
That's where this generation is coming from because we gas up these artists in the wrong way. Bro, stop glorifying talking about I'm smoking on that. Like, bro, that whole Tupac thing, like, that was kind of crazy. Okay, cool. Y'all had beef in O Block and all of that stuff. Leave that over there, bro. You made it big. It hurts my soul to know that Vaughn is not alive right now because guess what? Man definitely was a storyteller. And he had some fire-ass songs, even when it wasn't storytelling. Bro, guess what? Man still put out bangers. Bro, people that I fear is going to like KO next. Stunnerful Vegas. Stunnerful Vegas, yes, he's definitely a talented artist. Is he involved in a lot of this stuff nowadays? Not necessarily, but guess what? He's one of the people that still be trying to speak on the dead, still try to go heavy with it. No, leave the dead alone. So we definitely got to make sure that these artists is getting steered in the right direction because we've seen what's going on, bro. Stop feeding the bad beef, bro. Like, even then, like, yes, if you want to feed into like the diss track eras and everything like that, stop supporting the disrespectful bars that look like below the belt. You can get disrespectful without going below the belt like that.
That's how you show your
because that's even then, like, once you speaking on the dead, you causing more issues for the people that are still alive. Like, like whose mom was it that had beef with King Von? Yeah. Like, bro, why? Stop, bro.
Come for Kehlani, I riot.
Right. Like, it's, like,
I dare you. I dare you to come for Kehlani. Dare you.
Oh, listen.
Back up, she's gay as hell.
Do you know how many women have came to me and said that they were gay?
Wait, what?
Talk about Kehlani.
Oh.
You know how many women have came to me and said that they were gay?
And guess what? Think she take a little
listen.
She ain't coming in for nothing.
Listen.
I know that's right.
That is a lesbian.
Listen. Kehlani.
No.
Nani said that's hers.
Mine.
Let me explain
Amina
something.
said that's hers.
I can definitely show you why they call me the man with the rose tongue.
No.
I will definitely show you.
Mine.
We
even if it's just for one
that
day.
Megan and Nicki could one day grow the fuck
Victoria
up.
Monet too.
And, be grown women.
You can't have Victoria. You can have, you can't.
Victoria is in.
You can't have Victoria.
What you think Hate the Club was about?
I don't care. You can't have. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. You gotta let me at least shoot my shot with one. Speaking of the unhinged topics, so listen. Speaking of the unhinged topics, do y'all want to do the post that I did? Do y'all want to?
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can end it with that.
All right, so earlier the week,
we all have to tell.
Yeah, we always gotta say at least one.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, because I did throw them in the group chat.
Oh.
No, the question, right?
Oh yeah, y'all want to
tell a story from off the question.
Yeah, from off the question. Yeah,
you gotta tell the story.
Because we don't have no guests.
And I'm just gonna read the ones that I ended up getting.
Okay. What's the question?
Where is that? All right. So earlier this week, I ended up asking a question on my Snap, and some of y'all definitely should just add me on Snap, and we're gonna start doing these once we get more followers on the fan base throughout the page. So the question that I ended up asking was, what's the wildest text you ever gotten that made you question that person's audacity? We're gonna start with Ruby.
No, you're not, because I gotta think about it.
I gotta think. Wait.
Well, read the answers.
Yeah, read some of the.
Wait, what's the question again?
What is the wildest text you've gotten that made you question that person's audacity?
Oh, you don't want me to say that.
Oh, I do.
Wait.
You sure you want to go there?
So let me go ahead.
No.
My name is B. Ruby Lynn, and I have a story to tell.
No. And for the record, we are not saying that. We are not saying names. We're not saying names.
Oh, we definitely saying King. King was drunk and texted me. What did you text me? No. What did he text me, Nani?
I don't remember. No, the fuck you did.
You know I did. Come on now. He texted me.
For the record, for all of y'all that do know, this was around the time that Pretty Lies came out.
It was. But
yeah, I was going through it.
He texted me was, why do women cheat on men?
Cheat on him.
Oh, cheat on him who have he has an oversized thing.
Too much information.
And I was like,
for the record, I don't even remember saying this.
Yes, you did.
I don't remember saying it at the time until she reminded me the next day.
Yes, he was really drunk. I can't say he was drunk. But I was like, nigga, what? Then he told me that he had a list of bitches that he wanted to marry. One. Me. Yes, you did. No, 1 was 90. 2 was me. 3 was Cass. 4 was Trinice. 5 was Bree. These are all people that we know, but y'all know them too.
I think we should definitely clip this on.
We are not clipping nothing.
I think we definitely need to cut this one out
Not
because
clipping nothing.
We don't care nothing
And
about
I'm
your
gonna send it
groupies.
to him too. They go to this part of the podcast so you can see what he said.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, ask
If y'all want King to still be on this podcast, don't do that.
boy,
They ain't
please.
gonna do
Y'all
that.
want King to still be alive,
Boy,
don't do
read
that.
the answer.
Oh, what, your groupies don't come to you?
Yeah.
Y'all not remember, I just got cursed out for calling a girl the wrong name just because her mom decided to name her something completely fucking retarded?
Damn, I want to say her name.
I want to say
I wanna say her name.
I want you to, but I'm not going
We're
to.
not going to do that. We're not going to do that. But
Oh
go
my
ahead.
God.
Answer. Answers.
Okay.
Yeah, he threw me for a loop with that shit. I was like, huh? The fuck?
I am so sorry, by the way. But okay, back to it. So, wildest text that made you question the audacity. So, one of my people submitted this one. 2:31 a.m. Want to take his place and sent the picture of her laying next to her husband.
Yeah, that.
If I
gotta
open that
kill
girl's
you now.
phone and I see some shit like that, yo, listen.
I gotta kill you.
I don't
That
know.
was a good
Listen,
one.
that's my 13th reason why. Oh no, trust me, they get worse.
Oh, I was trying to.
Okay, this was
It's
another
fun.
one. Okay, so I remember I was chilling with this girl and I made her submit this one because it just fucking took me out. A guy sent me a video of him fucking himself in the ass with a remote.
Out of all answers.
Out of all things in the world,
Out of all answers on that phone, you picked that one.
it was the next one. No.
Clutch my little
I got you.
chain.
I got you on a way worse one.
Little necklace.
I got a text from a random number with attachments of my now ex getting a train ran on him. And yes, I said on him.
What is wrong with people? I
Listen, not only
Yes.
did you get caught, but you got caught getting spit roasted.
why is it called?
Okay,
No, please don't.
I can understand a spin roast because
you know, like the pig,
that's called a spin roast, not a spit.
they call it a. Think about it.
But you gotta spit.
Spit roast.
You gotta spit
One
on
end is going in one hole, the other end is going in
I
another
know
hole.
that,
and
but that's called.
what is one of the holes?
I
it.
know.
From the back and the front.
I know
Where does
that.
spit come from, Nandi?
I know that. But what it's actually called is a roasted
It's a spin roast, but-
why are you calling it a spit? That doesn't make it.
Because there's spit
it's
involved.
That's
They had to make it sexual.
That's stupid.
Bro, but listen, my thing is how do you confidently walk around anybody that we need your facial expression?
No, for real.
I was just start.
How do you confidently like my thing is like what like how long I need to know how long before you got that text, like did this like go on? Like was it the same day, like right after the video was shot? Did this man be around you for like a couple?
Oh no, he didn't send it. Somebody else sent it.
Somebody else sent it. So it's
Yeah,
like
I was
how
gonna say,
long
are
has
you
it been?
comfortable? No, for real.
Like,
Y'all probably been messing.
My
Ooh.
man, like my man's probably was walking around you loose booty and all. Listen, there's no way you can tell me you sitting there right walking around with a tight Mr. Clean, considering the fact that you
Shut
had
up,
not
man.
one but two, not one but two.
All right, and that has been the.
No, we're done.
Nandi, give your story.
Oh yeah, you
I
did.
don't got a story to tell.
I know you got
She
one.
said she ain't got one to tell. It's okay, cause we out of this bitch. Shout out to y'all for tuning in to the Fourth Family Podcast.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah.
Help
Mhm.
me.
I am the Ruby Lynn. You follow me on Instagram at Ruby Said It. Same thing on TikTok, Facebook, the Ruby Lynn.
Save me.
And of course, you know it is me, your royal star, aka She Loves King. You can follow me on on all social media at SheLoves_King8. And then you can follow my spam TikTok, which is your favorite stoner 8.
I just realized that you had 2 TikToks today. Yeah.
And I am one and only Amina. You can follow me on Instagram at either nandi.amina or amina_dance. Dance was my dance page. Or on TikTok at Nandi Amina. I think that's my TikTok name.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a shame I don't know my own TikTok.
90 dot, I mean.
Yeah, something like that.
You can go to my page to find her.
Yeah. We all connected some way, somehow.
Make sure y'all follow me from all of your unhinged content from For the Family
And follow
Podcast.
us at For the Family Podcast on all social medias.
Oh,
Subscribe to that
and y'all other
YouTube.
page. Y'all other page. 3 baddies in a
and
goal.
3 baddies in a goal. 3 baddies, 1 goal is our collective page with Ruby, Nandi, Amina, and
At this
Cass
point.
Anova. Yep. So
We'll be sure to put all socials down below in the links, and also make sure we do add Harry's in there too.
hold on, one last thing
Yeah.
to promote. February 12th, the Ruby Lynn, will be dropping BAN Ban on all platforms. So go check that out, pre-save and all that.
And go Niners on my birthday, February the 11th.
I hope they lose. I'm playing.
Thank you.
Bye.